This video is a critical reflection on my part in the group project. Our aim was why School of Computing students are less likely to take up mobility opportunities than the rest of the university. We chose to use human-centred design methods because it gave the project back to the stakeholders and kept them at the centre of our designing. We started by organising roles within the group and gathering secondary research to help guide us. Next, we gathered our primary research, using focus groups, questionnaires and interviews to gain a true understanding of the problem. We filmed all our processes to reference back to easily, then created interactive and engaging ways to view the data. When moving into the ideation phase, we used different methods to understand what the target audience was saying about the problem. We each decided to create our own solution to give as many options as possible to the stakeholders. These were a kiosk, a website, a YouTube channel, a Moodle add-on, and mine was a presentation. We then used focus group to get feedback and test out our solutions. From this, we discovered that putting all the solutions together into one all-purpose kiosk was the best. The focus group thought that having all the information in one place was useful, with integrations of a YouTube channel. Outside of the focus group, I sent my presentation to Simone Dallas for feedback and let her use it for her talks. I was the chairman of the group and contributed to many aspects of the project. I aimed to be organised for the group and encourage ideas and creativity. From the start, I distributed roles, playing to the strengths of each member of the team, while also trying to encourage everyone to try a new task. For the primary research phase, the interviews and questionnaires were split into two sections, staff and students. I interviewed 2 members of staff and 1 employer as well as 2 fourth-year students. During the 2 phases, I created the data visuals and the phase 1 video. This was new to me and I enjoyed most telling a story of the process and data in an engaging way. I also created the presentation, converting it into a video for tutors to use, making it readily available to everyone. What worked? Interviewing the staff and students worked well. Each one was professional and everyone was able to dig deeper than the surface, utilising them to their full potential. Each idea that was generated kept in touch with the target audience's need. Never did anyone forget who we were designing for and what they wanted or needed. Our group managed to work together as a team while being separate. We were able to take part in the end goal. What did not work? Due to our group being split between 2 cities and other commitments, there was an organisation struggle. At times, some of our group would be available when others weren't. This was difficult to manage because it was out of the control of the group, but by being patient and flexible, we managed to meet regularly. Trying to organise interviews with the staff was difficult. Many did not email back or were unable to provide an interview. Others refused as they felt it was not under their authority. This was difficult, but we managed by emailing many members of staff to get 2 high-quality interviews. As our final focus group was during the exam preparation time, many students were not around or were busy with their own workload, so getting them to commit to a set time was difficult. We used social media and mass emails to manage this, and we ended up getting a diverse group for it. What would not have happened if it weren't for me? The quality of the first video. I edited the first video and brought it up to a professional level, although there was work still needed to be done.
Simone Dallas's interview outlined how the school would attract students into the Erasmus programme as well as the support they received during their application stage. During this interview, she acknowledged a number of issues with
emailing and meeting in person, as well as doing prep work by sending out questions. Not for me, I do not think this would have happened, as I was willing to be more direct with the staff and students. I chose to do the data visualizations, deeming it a vital part of the video. I thought it was important and helped the audience understand the problem and what our findings were. I was the chairman of the group. I organised the meetings, taking notes and creating a plan for each one. This was my part in the group and helped us keep in touch and gave a chance for anyone with issues or who was struggling to get help. If I were to do it again, what would I do differently? I would create a plan for the project straight away. One of the issues that came up was organisation. This would have been solved by taking time at the start to plan out what we wanted to do and who was willing to do it. Plan out interviews and how to contact them. Our data would have been larger if we had been more organised when it came to the interviews. This held us back, and to solve this, next time I would create a list of who to interview and how to contact them and when. By setting a theme for the visuals at the start, our video and visuals would have been consistent throughout phase 1 or 2. This came up during phase 2 when we were creating our solution, and we did create a guide for that. But I think that by using one for all the work, it would have been a uniform style for this project.